realistically, people can't see that play, man. I saw that play coming from a mile away, man. I mentioned Brendan Marion months, probably years ago. Once I seen the damage he was doing at UNLV, I said, oh my God. Anybody who could manage to bring a team like UNLV from the depths of the ashes, man, from the bottom feeders, had absolutely nothing going for them for years on top of years. Not to say that they didn't have the talent. The talent has always been there. It's just been the questionable people them motherfuckers would get in there. Like, what type of coaching staff do you have? This is Las Vegas. Shouldn't be hard to get recruits in Las Vegas. You got Vegas as your backdrop, dude. How hard can it be to recruit to get a kid to come play here? It's not that hard. It's not that tough. But year in after year out, they got scrubs. They would get bums. And it would just keep going downhill and downhill and downhill until one man, Brendan Marion. People don't want to give him his credit, but he been slowly inching in this coaching shit. He been slowly climbing the ranks when it comes to this coaching and doing it his way. Who else you know? Tattoos all on the neck, calling plays, dialing up the offense. Leave it to Prime to create an all-black conglomerate. It's snowing, baby. It's snowing all the way out there in Colorado, man. It's snowing. You went and got Warren Sapp. Remember, the people counted Warren Sapp out. They said he was on his last leg. They said he out there throwing money on them prostitutes. They said Warren Sapp is not good out there in Miami. What'd he do? Sapp went over there with Prime, made himself welcome at home, man. And hey, you know, that defensive line has been looking a lot more aggressive, a lot more prominent since his arrival. Let's call it what it is. So he's making that difference. Marshall Faulk, we know his black ass stay getting into some trouble. And I ain't talking good trouble. You know, getting caught up with white women. That's gonna be the demise of every dark-skinned man. Is that light-skinned ambiguous woman, that racially ambiguous woman, or that white woman? Man, that dark-skinned man, he got a lot of obstacles to overcome when it come to getting his money up and dealing with them women, because man, it's like they got him in a chokehold. And Marshall Faulk was in that same situation out there at the network, out there at NFL Network, sending Johnson pictures, doing all type of stuff with a haggard white woman, just telling on the whole game. Y'all thinking y'all good to go, running trains on her, doing all type of Lord knows what. Y'all thinking y'all good? No, she ain't good. Let the whole crew know what time it was. Exposed everybody. Prime gave you another shot, nigga. Don't forget that. Don't forget it. Just remember who gave you that opportunity, man. When people were frustrated, and I get the frustration. They wanted Prime to stay for an eternity. We all got to have our time. We all got to go at some point, right? But going to Jacksonville, Mississippi, that was a true turning point because everybody bought in. That narrative was sold, locked, shut. If you had anything to say negative about Prime and leaving and what he was able to do for the community, you was enemy number one. One thing about Prime, man, he got that cult-like following, that cult-like fan base. And if you ain't rocking with him, then you against them. It's either get down or lay down when it come to that fan base, man. And we got to talk Jackson, Mississippi, because Jackson, Mississippi, at one point when Prime left, they turned their back on him. But I had been telling y'all for the longest, I know y'all think he's this savior. I know y'all think he's this Jesus-like icon. To a lot of people, he's that. But at the end of the day, he's a coach, man. And I felt like the people of Jacksonville forgot that. Prime elevated your program. How dare you turn your back on him? Don't you ever, man. I'm keeping it funky. Y'all people is wild for that. But it's cool. It's cool. Put the school on the map. Prime was never able to win that big game. That next coach that he left after him was able to do it. That dude is happy where he's at. I'm just telling you. Look at how the setup is coming for Brendan Marion to be that head coach. Prime creating a black conglomerate coaching staff at a predominantly white university. We gotta give kudos to that, man. We gotta give credit where credit is due. And people want to down talk Prime because of this season. Well, he had a horrible first season. Well, you can't really count that first season. Colorado haven't let him go yet. Deion Sanders is the best thing to ever happen to Colorado, bro. The best thing, hands down. Money-wise, economy-wise, community-wise, Boulder, Colorado ain't never been flourishing like it's been flourishing since Deion Sanders has been there, man. Y'all give me a time in history where Boulder, Colorado is hit the same way it's hit since Deion Sanders' stint as head coach. It just don't. I mean, you niggas got Denver Bronco history. I know the Buffs got a championship. I know the Buffs done won that natty. I know they had a, I know they had a Heisman. Prime brought y'all a Heisman almost immediately. He brought you a Heisman along with his arrival. And now you bring in Go Colorado. This shit almost not fair. I'm not going to let y'all forget the fact that I've been told you about Brendan Marion. I'm not going to let you forget the fact that I've been putting Brendan Marion in your face. I've been manifesting a Brendan Marion, a Coach Prime unite. I've been manifesting that, man. I've been saying that. I've been saying that these dudes need to get together and blow the top off of this college football, especially with the NIL being so prevalent. This was the biggest move of Deion Sanders' coaching career, laying out the path for Brendan Marion as the head coach for the Colorado Buffaloes, man. Brendan Marion got to be careful because he out there in Colorado. Now, y'all done seen his wife. Y'all done seen a ton of these coaches get caught up with these white women. And we got to understand, when you're going out there to Colorado with the people who are out there now at this point, there's so many things that could go wrong if you're going to be dibbling and dabbling with these white women. Brendan Marion, I just ask that you come in there focused, because it's all eyes on you like never been before. Everybody's waiting for you to fail. This thing could go so well. You know, if Prime Health gets better, I could see him going to a Florida State, maybe taking Brendan Marion with him as that OC. I could see that. Realistically, I could see that if Prime's health was in order. If it's not in order, just lead this guy to the promised land. Have a good season. Make everybody forget about the season that you just had. Get on out of there with a decent coaching career and leave it to Brendan Marion. How much sweeter is that? It's easy. Truly, I mean, you know. We've seen these coaches go down. Well, damn, Coach KD, why you got to get all in that man's personal life? Who he love is who he choose to love. We've seen this unfold so many times. Listen, I'm not going to let y'all sit here and shame me and act like them white women ain't been the death of a lot of our people. I'm not going to sit here and let y'all do that. KD, why you always got to get racial? Damn that, it's racial. Damn that, I'm taking it there. The one thing, no, that's a little bit different from Brendan Marion and old boy that just got caught up there at Michigan. He a real one. You know, it's some people that marry outside of their culture. They marry outside of their race and they attempt to assimilate to those other cultures which they're marrying into, right? You may have a black man interested in that white woman, loves that white woman. He's going to go join that white frat. He's going to go to those keg functions. He's going to make sure he hits his Jaeger bombs. He's going to do everything to fit in with white society. He's going to bring his girls matchas to work. He's going to do the things necessary to be ingratiated in white society. That's what he's going to do. Brendan Marion, not that. Brendan Marion, real, at the end of the day, you going to choose to be with this real or hit the road, Jack. That's how he treating it. That's how Brendan Marion laying down the line. Like, hey, we going to this Black History Museum. I'm going to need you to bring your notebook and take notes while we here. You're going to get this full cultured experience being with me. She's going to buy in to the Brendan Marion experience. That's the type of ship he running. Now, hey, I really don't know what's going on behind closed doors, so I really, truly can't speak on that. But I think that's how he's running the show. But you never truly know. That white woman could have that man by the balls with a full twist. And if he's the cheating type, if he's the type to deal with associates, if he's the type to deal with, you know, young women, be careful. You are in Colorado, aka you are in case waiting to happen. Be careful. This could be the greatest thing college football has ever seen. This could be the greatest offense college football has seen in a while. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. It's the failed athlete. I don't mean you got to fail in life.